And they sell the rest of us on the idea that we need to support the lesser of two evils. It doesn't matter how severe it gets, how bad it gets. Your only recourse is choosing the lesser of two evils. And when you remind them that other groups of people don't do that, then they come at you with a million excuses why other people don't have to accept it. That is a broken Negro. Roland Martin isn't just annoying. Roland Martin's particular form of treason is dangerous. It is dangerous because he's sitting up here trying to sound as sincere as he can for something he knows is a damn lie. You got all these Negroes in their fraternities and sororities and boule and champagne cocktail party circuits telling the rest of us what we don't need, telling the rest of us what we don't have to have, telling the rest of us what we need to accept while they sitting in the big house. Tell me again about the lesser of two evils. Tell me again about that. Tell me again about how I need to learn how to accept the lesser of two evils. Tell me again about how choosing the lesser of two evils is a strategy. If you don't vote for Biden, then Donald Trump's gonna win. Well, isn't that Biden's fault? If Donald Trump wins, isn't that Biden's fault? How the hell is that my fault? Biden should be making an undeniable case for himself. You know, the same way that the white supremacists do. Donald Trump made an undeniable case to the white supremacists. He let them know. It's an undeniable case. Why would you not vote for me? If Joe Biden doesn't win, isn't that his fault? He has all the money in the damn world. Shouldn't he be able to make a compelling case to us about why we should support him? Isn't that the reason that you, quote, run for office, is so that you can make the case to the constituency that it's a no-brainer? That they should be supporting you should be a no-brainer? Isn't that the entire point of running for office? Because you see, when they go in front of Jewish people, they make sure it's a no-brainer. When they get in front of Jewish people, it's a no-brainer. You should vote for me. When they get in front of gays and the LGBT lobby, it's a no-brainer. You should vote for us, even though they make up a minuscule, almost insignificant part of the population. When they go in front of Asian people, they don't talk to them the way they talk to us. And I'm going to be discussing that here in just a few moments. Because you'll notice the dominant society and your news agencies and whatnot and your politicians, they don't talk to Asians the way they do to us. They don't talk to Latinos the way they do to us. You see, when they talk to all these other people, they talk to them with reverence. They don't sit up here and talk to these folk talking about, if you don't vote for me, you ain't Asian. Could you imagine Joe Biden saying that? If you don't vote for me, you're not Asian. Think about that for a few moments. Think about that now. If you don't vote for me, you're not Asian. If you don't vote for me, you're not Latino. If you don't vote for me, you're not Jewish. If you don't vote for me, you're not gay. No, folks, you see, now you want to get your cackles up because when you say it like that, you realize, oh, hell. You would never even think to say something like that to any of these other groups. And by the way, you know it was sincere because we're the only people that these folk talk crazy to. Black people are the only people that anybody goes up to and looks us in the face and tells us what we can't get. Have they told the Latinos that there's anything they can't get? We're talking about folks who aren't even citizens, and yet they are assuring them of all the things they're going to get even though they're not citizens. These must be buffer classes meant for the purposes of obstructing us. What else can how does a non-citizen contribute? How does a non-citizen help a politician? So you're telling me that non-citizens are more valuable than black citizens? They don't talk crazy to these other people. They don't tell the LGBT that you just need to accept the way things are. You just need to get comfortable with the way things are. LGBT folks, you need to understand that you must wait. You have to wait. We'll get around to your issue when there's more popular support. Have you ever heard them say that to gays? Well, we'll defend your interests once there's more popular support. You see, we can't pass the Equality Act. We can't even discuss it or endorse it. Because you see, there's not enough support for the Equality Act. Since 97% of the country is heterosexual, there's not enough support for it. We can't just go out here and promote the benefits, promote the interests of just 3% of the population. We can't do that. We can't do that. No, you're going to have to wait. That's what, have they ever told gays that? Have they ever told Jewish people there's not enough support for Israel? You're going to have to just wait. Barack Obama said, remember when he talked to Ta-Nehisi Coates in the Atlantic, when Ta-Nehisi pressed him about reparations? Well, black folk need to understand that things have gotten better. I mean, they're still not perfect. They're still not great. There's still some bad things, but eventually it'll get better. Has he ever talked to gays like that and said, you just need to be patient? I know it's bad, but you just need to be patient because eventually it'll get better. Do they talk to anyone that way? Do they seriously speak that way to anybody? No, they reserve a special amount of disdain and disgust for us. They reserve a particular amount of it for us. And then you got black folks promoting the lesser of two evils. Telling us that we have no choice but to support the lesser of two evils, when the both of them treat us the same. What did Donald Trump do that Barack Obama didn't double down on? You want to know the real truth about Donald Trump? People, Donald Trump doesn't have any more racist laws or racist acts to really perpetrate on black folk because Barack Obama already did them all. Barack Obama already sanctioned state violence against us. Trump wouldn't be saying something new. Trump can't do anything new. Obama already did it. That door has already been opened. Tell me what new ground could Trump possibly pursue? Tell me what new thing he could do. What is the new thing that Trump could do that his predecessor and predecessors didn't, that we supported in the past, didn't already do? If you don't vote Democrat, you will lose the Voting Rights Act. You realize the Voting Rights Act got gutted under Obama, right? You voted Democrat and the Voting Rights Act got gutted.
Cues when they get around other people. But when people come around us, Kamala Harris, you got to put on some Converse and some Timbs and start doing your little stiff ass dancing. Yeah, I went to an HBCU, guys. They treat us like gutter folks. See, they do shit to us that you would never do to another group. I'm going to come and start doing some hip hop dances, and I'm running for vice president. I'm going to come do some hip hop dances, and you niggas vote for me. And we're supposed to be like, okay, how about some policies? Oh, damn, you just don't like the black woman, nigga. Oh, this ain't nothing but some misogyny right here. Oh, this ain't nothing but misogyny. You don't like the black woman. That's what it is. No, I just don't want this mammy buck dancing, and I want some tangibles. Oh no, that ain't it. You just hate to see a black woman shine. But who's the black woman? It damn sure ain't Kamala, because ain't nobody in her family claim black. You wouldn't go up, you let a politician, a black politician, try to get the East Indian vote by putting on a Hindu outfit and a dot on his head and start going, let him go do that to try to get the East Indian vote and watch what happens. They're not going to look at that as, okay, oh, this person is paying homage to my culture. They'll be like, what the hell is this nigga doing? Hey guys, I'm a Negro politician and I want y'all East Indians to vote for me. Listen, man, I'm gonna do some great things. Look, I'm eating some curry chicken. Boy, this curry chicken is good. People will be like, what the hell is this nigga doing? That's the most insulting thing ever. You couldn't go to Asian people and say, hey, let me get the Asian vote. I'm eating these delicious egg rolls. Chung, 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 chung. Chung, 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 chung. You couldn't do that to Asian people. I ain't gonna do nothing just for Asian people. No, but give me some of that Kung Pao chicken over there. God damn, this Kung Pao chicken is good. Man, they would run your ass out of here. They would run you the fuck out of here doing some shit like that. But they do it to us and we're supposed to just sit up and take it. And if we say, hey, you know what? Not only am I not impressed, I'm insulted by this. Oh, no, nigga. No, Lord, no, y'all just hating. Y'all just hating. Y'all Trump voters. Is Trump paying y'all? They try to tell us dumb shit is supposed to be normal to us. They're trying to tell us people insulting us is supposed to be something we accept. No. No. We ain't doing that. We're not accepting that. Yeah, Andrew Yang up in the black church up there singing Negro spirituals and shit. All of them. Lift every bar and shrink. Lift every bar. Doing all that. Now you go up in an Asian church doing all that bullshit. They run you out of there. They're not going to let you pander to them with stereotypes. They're not going to let that happen. But we got to understand when we got Negroes acting as tethers, and we got to understand when folks use their melanin against us. We got to understand when people use their melanin against us, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, fellas and some ladies, you're going to love this because I know I did. Now, local Atlanta filmmakers have created a booty-popping voting PSA with a group of ATL strippers to encourage black voters to participate in next month's 2020 presidential election. Now, check out how these ladies hopped on a poll to get everybody to run out there. Check it.
Get your booty to the pole, 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 yeah.
Did we get your attention? Good.
So, you really not gonna vote?
Get your booty to the poll.
Get your booty to the pole. Get your booty to the pole.
What a great bit. I'm gonna clap it up for that, baby. I'm clapping at that right there, boy.
There are people clapping, not even using their hands out there.
Yeah, they clapping, but not with their hands.
God bless America.
And one thing we knew was that the guys, when they watched this video, they were going to watch this video till the end, okay? Which means they got all the facts. They were not going to turn from these ass cheeks.
Portia, I agree with you. You are hearing so many go vote, monotone. You tune out. And I think this one right here with these strippers, it gets your attention. Gary, you're a black voter. You're the target audience for this video. After seeing that, are you going to get your booty to the poll?
You know what, Sherry? It was very interesting, but my blood pressure didn't even rise still. So I'm like, I don't know.
That and some other things did not rise.
No.
Nothing rose.
Nothing rose, Gary?
No. So, but I'm a vote, but not from the video.
Hey, don't forget to hit us up on social media. We're on all these platforms at Dish Nation. We'll see you there.
As you just saw, our brother Tariq and brother Jason Black so eloquently put it, when it comes to the self-respect of black society, when it pertains to politics and every other thing else in our society today, it seems that we have a segment of our people that are so deprived and devoid of self-respect, self-esteem, and any sense of self-worth whatsoever. Everything that you just saw in that damn booty to the polls commercial, the flunky sitting up there co-signing it, and the little moist fuck boy that they were talking to, do not represent black society. And particularly, let me make something clear. Those motherfuckers do not represent Atlanta, Georgia. They don't. I'm saying that. I'm telling you that. A lot of people have a lot of misconceptions about my city and this state. But we're going to clear a lot of that up. First things first. Look right on your screen right here at this ad. Biscuits and ballots. You see, it's supposed to be Saturday, October 31st in Tallahassee, Florida. How many of you have done your homework on what the term butter biscuit come from? Some of you may already know if you're over here on this channel. But briefly, a butter biscuit was a reward for a slave on a plantation back in the day. Now, for these bastards to put this disrespectful shit on a fucking flyer with black people's faces on it, what does that tell you that they see us as? What does that communicate that they see us as far as respecting us as a people? You see, as was previously mentioned, you cannot insult any other group of people and expect to conduct business with them, except for black society. So what I'm saying is, if you are over here on this channel and you're listening to the sound of my voice, don't you think it's time we change that? You will not get respect from people by begging for it. You demand respect. And the way that you do that is you set a uniform standard for how they deal with you. And if they go outside of that standard, you check their asses immediately. See, we have too many people amongst us that are afraid to wield any type of authority or power or stand up and demand it. When you set a standard with a person, think of it this way. For those of you who own your own homes, when someone comes into your house,
It's your rules or they get the fuck out, right? Okay. When it comes to dealing with black society as a collective, that's the attitude we must have. When they approach us to do business or seek our votes in any type of way, they are stepping into our house and it is our rules. See, the society at large has let politicians get away with one thing. They are public servants. They take orders from us. Over time in this country, damn near every group, but particularly black people, have allowed them to think that they tell us what to do. That's ass backwards. If you pay taxes as a citizen in this country, your politicians work for you. To hell with all these other groups, particularly black society, as far as the way politicians on both sides of the aisle have chosen to conduct themselves when addressing us. We have to make some things clear. First and foremost, if you are not talking about our agenda in the terms that we dictated to you, not to the left, to the right, but straight up the middle, you are wasting our time and we send you on your way. In fact, after we teach them once again in this election cycle, which is going to mirror 2016, from now on, since they want to play these benign neglect games, before you secure our vote, we need to see you already doing things. You see, after this election, we need to make it clear to both sides that in order to get our vote come election day, you better present a list of things that show that you have been meeting our demands. See, the price has gone up. You bullshitted and you played around in 2016. Now here we are again in 2020 and you still want to play the same game? Okay, it's time for the price to go up. Vote locally, do what you must. That local election affects you, but the national election, the price has gone up. When you come seeking the vote of black society, you better bring something to show us that you are worthy of having our vote. See, we have power, black family. Your dollar and your vote is power. Too many of us don't realize just how much power we have. And there must be a penalty enacted when we are disrespected, when they put illegal immigrants over us. That's the biggest insult of all. You prioritize every other group over us, and when you address them, you do so with dignity and respect, but you come playing amongst us. See, what you should have in your mind when you see something like that bullshit ass commercial, and when you hear politicians telling you, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. Jim Crow Joe Biden, cop Kamala Harris, running around here, grinning and laughing and chuckling every time she mentions something about locking black folks up, or at least she did in the past. But then she comes around talking about Converse and all that other bullshit. When you hear a Donald Trump telling you how much he's going to do when he's already had 4 years to go ahead and do any of the things that he was proposing in his so-called aluminum plan. Fuck platinum, that's an aluminum plan. You have to make it clear to these individuals that you are not going to allow them to torch you. See, what you should have in your mind is, I want you all to go and look up, for those of you not familiar with it, look up Black Americana. If you go and look that up, you will see that that's how those people view us. Those stereotypes and caricatures, that's exactly how they see all of black society. You see, these rappers, like your Cardi B's, all these entertainers that are buck dancing, that will seem to speak up. LeBron James, I'm talking about you. But then you back down when the heat is put upon you. They look at them as modern day versions of Black Americana caricatures. Your entertainers that pretend to be on code, and then as soon as the pressure gets on or they shoot them a few little butter biscuits, they flip the script and turn on us. You see, I'm going to say it again. I respect the effort that our brother Ice Cube has put in, and as long as he stays on code, which he has, you got to support that brother. We all know where the contract from Black America came from. That's our brother Jason Black's work, damn near down to the bullet point. So we got to give acknowledgement there. And see, what a lot of people don't understand is, particularly those that don't really follow new black media, this didn't just start this month. It didn't just start this year. This has been well over a decade in the making of changing the political discourse in this country. And now we have gotten our agenda before them. Now they're bullshitting, still trying to practice benign neglect, but now they are being forced to speak our language. And when they learn that this election, we are not budging, we are not going to vote for benign neglect anymore, they're going to have to come back to the table and start to talk business. You see, when this election goes how I strongly suggest it might, how I strongly expect it might, the orange bastard, white supremacist, is going to get back in office. And the demonKKKrats are going to have to go back to the drawing board with their tail between their legs. And they're going to have to be forced to realize that black society is not playing your game anymore. You see, we should have been done with them and turned to completely independent, meaning no party knows which way we're going to vote until they give us a reason to with tangibles and getting these damn race soldiers punished. When the demonKKKrats came out with that email talking about don't promise them anything when they were particularly addressing Black Lives Matter, but that's probably code for black people, period. We should have been through with them then. Every person should have gone to their Democratic representatives in whatever place they live in across this country and told them that's unacceptable. You will not just tell us what we want to hear and promise us nothing. You will do what the fuck we tell you to do if you want our votes. See, it's time to tighten up, black family. The energy that we're supposed to have for these motherfuckers is the same energy that we give each other all the time. We got to direct some of that towards where it belongs. These people are supposed to work in our best interests. And they will if we hold the line and stay on code. Now, let me address you. For those of you that are somewhat disheartened. Overstand this. There are more of us on code, enough of us on code to get done what we need to do. Do not worry about the old baby boomers that are set in their ways, for those of them that are. Do not worry about the feminists, the swirlers, bed bucks, off code, LGBTQ, whatever other letter they want to add. Those people are in the extreme minority amongst us. They seem like they have more pull because a lot of them are on TV and in the media, and they're backed and supported by either party for the purposes of working for their white masters. But you see, grassroots black society sets the tone. We set the tone for what the standard is going to be and what we're going to tolerate and what we're not going to tolerate. Let me explain something to you. For those of you that are fearful of wielding any type of power, ask yourself why. Ask yourself, do you not think that you are due the chance and the opportunity to wield power in this country after everything that our ancestors have suffered. You have people making the case, talking about if you don't vote, somebody's going to get elected whether you vote or not. Yeah, of course they are. But just like every other group, we don't vote unless we get something out the damn deal. It's long overdue. Let Donald Trump get back in office. That bastard can't do anything more to us than already done. I mean, add up the math. Add up the math. We're already at the socioeconomic bottom. These race soldiers are killing us with impunity. You don't see anybody talking about doing anything to take corrective action towards the issues that they clearly see black society is dealing with. So ask yourself this. He has not, being the orange white supremacists, put together any policies to specifically harm black people. He doesn't have a track record of doing it like his opponents do. The other white supremacists, Jim Crow Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, they have decades of a track record of harming black people between the two of them. Decades worth. They want to prioritize immigrants, white LGBTQ, which are just as racist and white supremacists as the straight ones, and all these other anti-black groups, empower them to strike at us. You be a damn fool to go and vote for either party at this point, but especially the damn demonKKKrats. It's time to stop being played, family. It's time to wake up. Independent is the smartest way for black society to go here on out. You earn loyalty from a group by proving that you are worthy of it with results, actions, not just words. So you have to look at and study everything that has gone on up to this point, this election year. Compare Beto O'Rourke to any other politician that will sit in front of you and tell you things that you already know, things that you live, things that you experience and see every day, and will filibuster about that. But notice they never talk solutions. And be wary of anybody that's going to drag some motherfucker that we've never heard of and tell them that they're the spokesperson for us. Shut that shit down. If we didn't send somebody to speak for us that we recognize from grassroots society, they don't speak for us. These fat bastards like Roland Martin on the Democratic side, and these buck dancing coons and Sam Bozos and Sam Bits like Candace Owens on the rethugliKKKlan side, we must put these people in their places. And yes, it does matter if they're foundational Black American or not, because most of them that are in office that are of immigrant descent and background, they are not looking out for even their own group to a certain extent. Botham Jean was an immigrant. Did you see any of the immigrant members of the Congressional Black Caucus really speaking out to do anything to secure justice for that brother? And justice isn't no damn 10 years. That bitch should have got 25 years to life. You don't see them saying anything. You don't see them saying anything now about our brother that was mowed down by those damn race soldiers in D.C., our brother Karan Hilton. He was a Jamaican brother. Where the Congressional Black Caucus at on that? And as far as the black and brown thing, let me go ahead and make my stance on that official and clear. I've said it before, but I'm going to emphasize it again. There are individuals in each of these groups that are okay people. But you cannot show me anywhere in the last 30 plus years where any of these individuals that hold elected office anywhere have said brown and black. Show me the politician that is of Asian, Hispanic, Arabic, or of the dominant society that has gotten up anytime our people have been unjustly murdered by these race soldiers and demanded justice and said, I am not going to stop talking about this until something is done about it. Show me the people that are saying, hey, listen, our black brothers over here, our black brothers and sisters, we need to get them some economic opportunities and tangibles. When we get something, they should get something. You don't see any other group doing that. So I'm saying that to say this to those of you off-code Negroes out there running around talking about a black and brown alliance and all this other non-existent bullshit. Answer those questions that I just asked. Show me the politicians that say brown and black and act on it. That include us into their economic policies that they get. All these executive orders with these executive stimulus packages like the Asians have gotten, they ain't include no black folks on that. The Hispanics don't. The LGBTQ don't either. And let me get on y'all asses. Let me get on y'all. I have to get. Well, you know what? Let me not say get on your asses. You might take that the wrong way. Take it how you want. But I'm going to tell you like this. You know damn well that the dominant society, the LGBTQ wing of it, does not share any economic tangibles with your asses. They don't. They don't seek to get you any type of protection that is afforded them. They don't even speak up for you all and acknowledge you all when it comes to them getting any of these other advancements and little programs that they get, because I mean, you see that. So my question to you is, how can you seriously be putting on the cape so hard for them? Even if you're going to try to put your sexuality ahead of your race, who wants to live like a fucking rat? Because that's what you are. You're a pet rat to your LGBTQ counterparts in white society, and you're a fucking plaything. So I'm going to tell you like this. You are an insult to the memory of James Baldwin, our honorable elder, who conduct himself the way you should if you're going to be black and LGBTQ. Go back and study his work. He would be ashamed of a lot of you all today. For those of you in that category. Family, I'm going to tell y'all like this. Those who are off code, it's time to let them go by the wayside. See, 2020 is a year to study. It's a year to study about everything in this country that we've seen exposed, and we use it to chart and map out how we conduct ourselves as a society in the future. You've already seen us with the ability to get things done without a ballot. That's the third option. And you know what I'm talking about. If we're going to participate in the process, it is not going to be an act of symbolism. It is going to be something that we can tangibly see benefits us. That's the way it's going to have to be from now on. There is no negotiating on that. It's not up for debate. It's not something that we're going to ponder over, those of us who are on code anyway. We move and we move one way, and that is towards black empowerment. Black, not black and brown, minority, people of color, none of that bullshit. If you're not talking about black empowerment, you don't speak the same language as us. And we put your ass on goofy time like our honorable brother Nipsey Hussle used to say. You go on goofy time. You speaking a foreign language if you're not talking black empowerment from here on out. And the price to get our attention goes up the longer that you practice benign neglect towards us. See, that's what we need to specifically say. If you go into a town hall meeting, a city hall meeting, any type of political rally, and they're questioning you, you tell them the longer you ignore us, the price goes up. So either you do business now while the price is what it is, or it keeps going up. That's just the way it's going to have to be. And as far as the outcome of the election, for those of you that want to sit here and get ready to blame black folks, you blame them people that put that bastard in office. It's not our responsibility to get him out. You wanted the white supremacists in there, dominant society, and all these other groups that want to be white. That's what you got. But see, a lot of you other groups start realizing he start putting a foot to your ass. Don't like that. Don't feel so good. A lot of y'all want to run around and start talking about, oh, racism is real. Yeah, we know that. Yeah, but we was just making that shit up. We was just complaining, huh? It's time for you to get a little bit of this pain too, and you're gonna get some more of it too when this bastard is reelected. He ain't even through with y'all by sight. You ain't seen nothing yet. So for those of you that are running to vote, rethugliKKKlans, keep on voting for him. We gonna tell you just like we told you in 2016 when he started locking all of y'all up down there in them cages. For those of you in the Hispanic community that voted for that bastard, don't come running to us. We told you. Either you're going to oppose white supremacy and be a part of dismantling that system and replacing it with a system of justice, or we'll do it and say, fuck you. Oh, yes, it's fuck you. And see, I'm going to tell you something else, family. I'm going to tell you what else it's time for us to do. It's time for us to, as much as possible, as a new standard, withdraw our economics from dealing with all these other groups. When they don't let you in certain restaurants or establishments, XYZ, if it's not essential, use that as motivation to get together with other like-minded people in the community and we start our own. We need that. See, I'm glad that a lot of this anti-black racism is going on because it's forcing us to get back to what we were before all this integration. Do for self. You don't want to let us in your establishment? Fuck your establishment. We will build one better than what you have because as we all know, whatever black folks touch, we make it hot and everybody else wants to come and deal with us. We got to get back to that mindset, family. That's what's needed. It's long overdue. And it's something that will benefit our people economically. And empowerment is economics. We need to get back to that. We should be hungry to get back to it. Never mind the illusion of inclusion. To hell with inclusion. It's time to start building our own shit, owning, operating, and controlling our own shit, and being exclusive. That's what we are going to have to get back to, being exclusive. And it's okay. Don't let nobody run no damn guilt trip on you because, see, think about it. How are any of these other groups going to run a guilt trip on us when you look back at everything that they have thrown at us after we've helped all these other groups get over here? They don't do shit for us anyway. Who gives a fuck what they think about us? It's time for them to have a little bit of their own medicine handed back to them. I want y'all to think on that long and hard. No matter what you decide to do this election cycle, make sure you voting for your empowerment if you're going to vote locally. This national election, be honest with yourself. Do you see black empowerment on either side, demonKKKrat or rethugliKKKlan? See, it's not about being liked. Fuck being liked. We don't need people to like us. Get off of that shit. Who's talking tangibles? Who's talking economic corrective action? Punishing these damn race soldiers. The two main things that should be the issue for sensible black people. You can't honestly say you see that on either side. So ask yourself, okay, if you are going to vote, are you doing it for your empowerment or are you doing it just for the sake of symbolism? What the hell did symbolism get us with Barack Obama? We saw an 8-year lesson on what that did for us. Not a goddamn thing. That little hateful, non-foundational black American son of a bitch did everything in his power to undermine black society. Everything in his power. I can't even go down the entire list of shit on what his ass did to undermine us. Look up what he did in 2009 at that summit when he refused reparations when the UN and other agencies were telling us to go ahead and pay reparations to foundational black Americans. He threatened to boycott it and threatened not to do business with other countries that attended the damn summit. Y'all better understand one thing. The only way that we will not have empowerment as a people is if we accept it and lay down like the rest of these damn groups that want to classify themselves as white when they're not. If we lay down and submit, that's where we'll stay. If we stand up and fight, we'll do what we've always done when we pull together as a people and unite behind a common cause. We will have our empowerment and we will have a victory behind it. So that being said, I'm going to close this out right here. I had to drop this on your mind for you to think about it. And I will see you all in future content. Black first, stay safe.